It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between NFC South rivals. The action is only moments away, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
The cannons of the pirate ship ready to fire in the north end zone. We can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers. With Greg Olson, Mike Tirico up here in the booth. So glad that you are along with us. Greg got a couple offenses here that love to take their shots down the field, so the defenses really have their task right in front of them if they want to win this game.
Yeah, no question. I think as many of the matchups that we've dove into this entire week, it really comes down to which defense puts a lid on the opposing passing game and prevents as many big plays as possible. We see it week in and week out. The correlation between generating big plays, especially through the air, directly leads to the ability to score points. So make teams go the long way. You know, the defensive old saying is make them snap it again.
Out is Eddie Pinheiro to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. On the return is Sean Tucker. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers led out by their quarterback, Baker Mayfield. He was in Cleveland and Carolina and then with the Rams, but now year 2 and it feels like he's found a home. Greg here with the Buccaneers.
If he's going to lead his team to a win, he has to be smart with his decision-making. The last thing you want to do is give the opposing team an extra possession solely because you got reckless with the ball. As long as he is calculated with those risks, I think they have a good chance today coming out on top.
And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
When we met with these coaches during the week, Mike, they told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That's caught. Trey Palmer. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here comes Otten in motion. Play clock has expired. You're not going to get this one off on top.
Still first down.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. This one caught left side by Evans.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 12. To throw is Mayfield. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 5. To throw is Mayfield. This one is caught by Shepard. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play. Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
So some early intrigue as we have reached the end of the first quarter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We'll have more from Tampa after this. Here comes Otten in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. A short one there to Otten. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. On play action, Mayfield. A pass pulled in by Irving. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
2 minutes to play. Still searching for our first points of the half. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. On 4th down, Chase McLaughlin in for the Bucs. This one from 39 yards out. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Bucs will take a 3-0 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So 3-0 our score, and we are set for the dynamic kickoff. Raheem Blackshear on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Panthers coming out, and they're led by their quarterback, Bryce Young. Rocky rookie season for the #1 overall pick out of Alabama. But, Greg, here's the guy the Panthers hope can get this franchise going in the right direction.
When he was taken as the 1st overall pick in the draft a couple years ago, Mike, certainly was not because of his physical stature. It was because of his mind. It was because of his processing ability. It was because of all the intangibles that they believed they saw in his days coming out of Alabama. Now, he's gotten some experience under his belt from a rookie year that had its ups and downs. He has all the talent in the world. Now he's got to go out and just capture it and make it happen.
That one good for a dozen and a very quick 1st down. Out of the shotgun, Young. Fires left sideline. That is complete. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call. An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Bucs offense ready now for their second drive. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air, but they've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least 1 first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing is Mayfield. Now, screen set up for Irving. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Well, a little unconventional play call here. You don't traditionally see the screen game used on 3rd down at these shorter down and distances. But in this case, they catch the defense off guard, they timed it up well, and the back is able to convert and pick up the 1st down.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, we'll keep this one on the ground. And he's going to be very near that 1st down marker. He's up beyond the 30-yard line. So just a lone field goal accounting for the scoring in the 1st half. 3-0 is our score. As we toss it an hour or so east to Orlando, and Jonathan Coachman standing by for the EA Sports Halftime Report. All yours, Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level 1st half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I like we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. Velus Jones now on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Panthers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. The motion man is Sanders. Off the play fake. Here's Young. That's to the right, caught by Sanders. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Throwing is Young. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Panther first down.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a third down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on third down? Third downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Still first down.
Here's Young to throw.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. They'll motion over Thielen. A second down throw for Young. There's a short one caught by Sanders. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Here's Young. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection. This has really just been the story of the entire game. They just seem out of sync, don't they? I mean, they desperately need to find a way to just get some points on the scoreboard, any way it takes. They don't complete on the deep pass there, but keep shooting for it, because at some point, something's going to break your way, and they desperately need it.
They'll motion over Thielen. On second down, Young. Trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
A couple of third down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, Young. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up 4th down.
He's trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I don't think he needs to work on his arm strength.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. So points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They face 2nd down and 7. Now Mayfield. A pass, it's complete. It's Shepard. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Down the field, it's Evans. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bucs are out to a 10-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Young. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Now Young. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs.
So the key to this 4th down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge 4th down stop.
1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to fit that one into Mike Evans. It's 2nd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Quick throw here is complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. On the ground, it's Irving. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Buccaneers will open up a 13-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense getting set to get back to work. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Going to set up the screen here to Hubbard. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Throwing on 2nd down, Young. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. The Panthers will take their first timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Now Young. That's to the rookie from South Carolina, Xavier Legette. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, they have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Young. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10? Out of the shotgun, Young. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. The Panthers, they're going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers get the win, as we say so long from Tampa.